Well, I think with the Pentacam, we already had a wide spectrum of maps and tools. What we didn't have was a kind of a method to focus on specific areas in the cornea that is going to the histological dimension. And I think with the increased resolution of the OCT, we are able now to explore more in detailed arrangements all the layers of the cornea. So suppose you have an irregular epithelial map and you don't know where it comes from. You suspect, if it's a post-LASIK patient, that there may be a remodeling due to a regular stromal flap component. Using the OCT, now you can visualize it and confirm that diagnosis. So this is an example of synergy, I think. We can scan the cornea from the anterior to the posterior surface. All the layers of the cornea and all the diseases that affect those layers are potential good domains for this instrument to give us interesting information. You can visualize the scar in a tissue or any lesion in a tissue. You can really connect this to the topography deformation and exclude, for example, a early ectatic process or a corneal warpage due to eye rubbing, things like that, right? If you want to plan a correction for a scarred cornea as well, you need to have special information on where the opacity is, what's the depth of it, and that's key information for any planning. You may want to use this information to guide a specific treatment to make the cornea smoother. When you say what kind of resolution you want to have is also a question of field of view. So I think around a micron resolution in the axis and or lateral resolution will be, in my opinion, sufficient to visualize not only what happened at this microscopic scale, but what is the extent of that. So I think around 2 micron resolution to me is what we need today to do good diagnostic. Okay, I would say that the scanning mode with the OCT is performed always perpendicular to the surface, so that may enable a consistent analysis regardless of the location of the cross-sectional OCT acquisition. So having this in mind, you can probably think that this will provide you with better consistency from the center to the periphery. There won't be any change in the calculation of the thickness, and this probably also will probably reduce the distortion of the images, eventually providing you a better image. I think when you are a clinician and when also you are open to do some clinical research, you are never upset by an extra layer of information. So being able to bridge information from the Scheimpflug to the OCT is, to me, like having 2 different scaling approaches, one general and one more local. What I enjoyed was that the OCT acquisition was not, again, like confocal microscopy restrained to a specific area, but gave you a full picture of the cornea. And clinicians like me, maybe, or I think the vast majority of them, will try to, or will in the future superimpose these data and will discover new features and will make new connections, and that will be leading to better diagnosis in anterior segment in general conditions.